Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's government class. And our topic for today is the term separation of power. The term separation of power refers to the principles that the powers of the government should be divided among the three organs of government, which were the legislature, executive, and the judiciary, so that one organs will not have all the power. In our last class, when we discussed about the organs or arms of government, I told you that the organs of government were the legislature, executive, and the judiciary. And the legislature is responsible for making law, while the executive is responsible for implementing the law, while the other organs of government, which is the judiciary, is responsible for interpreting the law. So why therefore is the term separation of power important? The term separation of power helps to prevent the abuse of power. That is, if a person or an organ controls lawmaking, law enforcement, and the courts, that person could be too powerful and act unfairly. Therefore, the term separation of power helps to prevent the abuse of power and any form of dictatorship. It also helps to protect citizens' rights and freedom, and also helps to promote checks and balances. So checks and balances means that although the three arms of government, each arms of government have their own functions that they are performing, that is, they have separate functions, they can still check and control one another in order to prevent the abuse of power. It also helps to prevent one organs of government from becoming too powerful. The term separation of power also helps the government to be more accountable. For example, the legislature, they makes law, and also they can also oversee the executive. The executive also, they can veto certain bills subject to constitutional rules. The judiciary also, they can declare government actions or laws unconstitutional, while the constitution gives it that authority. Another example is when the school committee makes rules and the school management ensure that the rules were followed by the students. When a disciplinary panel or the court decides whether a rule was broken and what could be done, the school committee here, they are the legislature, while the school management on the other hand, they were the executive, and the disciplinary panel or the court, they serve as the judiciary. This idea is that one group should not make all the law, enforce them, and also decide whether they were obeyed or not. In short, the term separation of power means dividing the government's power among the legislature, executive, and the judiciary in order to prevent the abuse of power, dictatorship, and to focus on concentration. That will be the end of today's class. Thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to like, comment, share, and follow for more educational content. Bye.